Hello and welcome to the Random Pinoy Geek podcast, the show where we geek out at 3 random topics until the timer runs out. I'm your random host JR, and with me are
Elvin
And Matt.
we're friends and geeks who grew up in the Philippines, and in each episode we hang out and talk about things that are near and dear
To all our little geeky hearts.
But before we start, if you would like to support the show and are a content creator ready to take the next step in your journey, check out episodify.com. They'll help produce and edit any content you're creating, whether it's audio or video, short form or long form, they do it all. That's episodify.com. Now,
another week where we have a new guest.
another week, another extra Y is that right?
I think so. Yeah, extra Y chromosome. This week's Y chromosome is our guest Matt.
Hi.
So before we start, everyone make sure to join our Discord. Links in the links in the description. Also, we're in Dragon, the YouTube channel. So if you'd like to see
Really
shorts
High
and
quality shorts. Yeah.
or and some videos that do have some videos. I was gonna say some videos that had video.
Some videos
Which is technically accurate.
that
Those
have
are the two
our
terms.
flesh faces.
Yeah, some podcast videos that actually have video. This one doesn't for reasons we won't get into, but yeah, there are some where you can actually watch us instead of watching wavy 80-cent lines, which are also cool.
Yeah, you
like
can
here.
see the visualization of our voices.
All
Yeah.
right. So now on to the episode. So for my topic, I wanted to bring up The Simpsons, which is, how long has The Simpsons been running? Is it still running?
Yes.
Still running. 30th season, I think.
30th.
I think
season.
more.
30th. I think it's
Wait, it started 92, 91, 88. I don't know.
I just
Either way, it's more than 30 years.
yeah, well, I kind of remember 30th season or thereabouts, but yeah, I agree. It's a long time.
Yeah, because I remember the one where it had bad drawings, where like the
The Tracy
Like
Ullman
so-
show version, yeah.
yeah, I remember that being 88, but I didn't know. No, it's just
Yeah.
someone just Google it. It's don't rely on us for dates. I'm bad with dates.
Yeah, we're not a source of absolute information. We're sort of fun, geeky stuff.
But like, I'm more curious. Like, do you think there's anyone listening who has never seen any episode of The Simpsons?
I think that the people that don't watch Simpsons are, as I said before, like
Well,
the
to
kids.
be fair, saying you watch Simpsons is like, do you watch Simpsons?
Do I
like,
watch Simpsons now?
No, yeah. See, that's what I mean. Like we technically don't
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, I think
Right.
Disney Plus
Who have
makes it.
watched Simpsons? I guess is the better.
I think we've all
Term.
watched Simpsons. At least people here in this
No, yeah.
and a
So
good
so like,
majority of our audience.
yeah. I mean, but that's a point. Like the majority of the audience.
I think a majority
But
of
not
our
all.
audience, because I think it's the younger people that haven't watched The Simpsons. It's like really young people, because they just know it from the memes. Like,
Mhm.
oh, it's the guy, it's that yellow guy in the bush, or it's
That
that,
is the meme.
yeah, because that's the meme, or it's like the clown guy, or the guy with the money.
Oh, is
even though it's
Krusty
not
still alive
in the Simpsons
in the
lore?
current whatever?
I guess so.
Yeah.
He's married, if I recall correctly.
Two?
Oh no, not married. His daughter is married.
I didn't even know he has a daughter.
Yeah, he has a daughter that looks like him, like the
Like
clown.
without
Without
but he also
makeup.
just looks like Homer, right?
He kind of they have the same head shape. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like if you remove the hair.
but yeah, it's like his granddaughter.
Granddaughter?
Sorry,
Oh, because there's a married daughter and now it's a granddaughter.
no, he doesn't have. I'm not sure about granddaughter. I was thinking about Rabbi Krastovsky. Rabbi
Oh, okay,
Krastovsky
which is his dad.
and then his granddaughter. But I think Rabbi Krastovsky is already dead.
Oh.
In the
Oh, that's
story.
the one who died.
I
Because I
yeah.
remember.
There's a lot of people that
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
remember
like-
that episode.
But like I remember someone
dying.
who is either Krusty or
Yeah.
his dad dying.
Yeah.
So there, yeah.
I think, well, Krusty died a couple of times because he had like a heart attack or something.
But
And then they had to.
Then they didn't follow continuity?
No, he had a heart attack, but he was dead for a bit, then he came back.
Okay.
Oh, but that also happened to Homer a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I remember that episode where his heart like beats the Simpsons theme. Dun, 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 dun.
But most people say they stopped watching after season 10 or something. I religiously watched it up to like season 15, maybe 18, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Simpsons is one of those shows that you watch when it's convenient. Or
Oh no, like I actually downloaded.
Mhm.
Back then, it was downloading. Because there
Mhm.
was not. Like, where would you watch Simpsons before? I don't even know. Jack
TV.
TV, I guess.
Yeah, just
Star
whatever.
World.
Or
In
is
the
it just
2000, there's no Star
Oh,
World
okay.
in 2005, I think.
there was Star. Well, there I know there was a Star because Star Mandarin. There was a Star
That's
Mandarin
the
that I watched
90s.
anime.
That's the 90s.
Late 90s, early 2000s. But yeah.
Yeah, like we're talking season 18, which would
Oh
be
yeah,
like
yeah. That's much
2008,
later.
9.
Animax? No, not Animax. Sorry. But yeah,
Ah,
the Simpsons.
I think it's Jack TV
I think
that had it.
that too. Channel
But
9
yeah.
had. I remember when I was a kid,
Mhm.
younger. It's like
Yeah, so like back then you downloaded it.
yeah. Generally, you'd have to because
Yeah.
of like streaming wasn't really that big of a thing yet.
Yeah, so that's why for me it wasn't watching it when it was convenient. It was actually setting aside like a weekend, a weeknight
Mhm.
to watch like a season or two.
I think I didn't really watch the episodes anymore. My sort of Matt Groening devotion moved to Futurama.
Mm.
Futurama was kind of like my Simpsons.
Futurama was like 2001.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly. When Futurama came out, I was just like, oh, I like this better than the Simpsons.
So what happened? It came out and for the first 2 years, Simpsons stopped. Is that correct?
I don't recall them stopping. I think it just went through.
I think they did because I remember at one
Mhm.
point Matt Grinning saying he only want to have one, but then like after or maybe just 1 year they just no we have to continue Simpsons or
Maybe
something.
it's possible.
Yeah.
But I'm not
Mhm.
really that familiar with that because at that time it's like really, really busy. I think. But
Yeah,
for Simpsons though, I tend to still watch the Halloween specials. That's the thing that's kind of like
yeah.
regardless of
That's the
the
one I watched
season.
first. Like I watched all of the Halloween specials and then catch up to the regular episodes.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Like there's so many things that happened already. Like, oh wait, has Homer's mom died already? Oh, if she hasn't, okay, it's this season. It's like it's before this time or
Wait, Homer's,
Mona.
Mona, yeah, Mona.
but his dad is still alive.
His dad's still alive. Yeah.
Wow.
Even until the far future, they showed that his dad is still alive.
Oh, the President Lisa thing.
When he became a cyborg or something.
No, when he became, we was cryogenically frozen.
Yeah.
Who
'Cause,
was?
his
Abe,
dad,
yeah.
Abe was
Ah.
because in the far future episode where they were like a Christmas episode,
But this is an actual episode, not a treehouse.
not a treehouse. It's an actual
Mm.
episode.
Yeah, it's like a possible future.
It's one of the many possible
Oh,
futures
but
of
it's
the
not
Simpsons.
like a canon feature.
It's not definitive, but they keep
Mm.
going back to it.
I mean, like
It's the one where
Simpsons
Milhouse
doesn't really like. It's not as bad as South Park in
Yeah.
terms of continuity, but they also like Well, in the first place, they don't age, so like
Yeah,
of course,
continuity is not even a thing.
Yeah, exactly. But the
Oh, is Maggie still a baby?
Maggie's still a baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's been a baby for 30 years.
Yes. Bart has been, in
10 years
grade
old.
school since
No, but
For
I mean
30 years.
that's kind of yeah, okay, but like a baby for 30 years is like, wow.
I don't think there's many series that age their characters. Like the one that springs to mind of a cartoon character that ages real time is like the Gorillas.
What gorillas?
Gorillas, the band, the animated band.
They have a cartoon?
Well, they're cartoon characters, and
Oh,
Noodle, one of the performers of that ages in real time. So she was like 8 at the start when it first came out with Clint Eastwood. Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
And then she grew up. She became a teenager. She became 20 something. Now she's in her 30s.
Yeah, it's when it's cartoons they
Generally, don't
because
really-
I'm guessing it's a longevity thing.
That
Well,
makes sense.
I know Rugrats. They made a spin-off where they were.
No, but that's a
that's
different
spin-
series.
yeah, but that's a
Yeah,
spin-off. It's kind of there's similar. There are a couple of those where it's like a young kids show and then it becomes an adults show.
Mm.
It's normally the other way around. Like,
Mhm.
it's normally
Adults and
something and
babies.
then young
Yeah.
something.
Like
Mm.
the young Sheldon, the young
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah, yeah.
The
No, but
young
like
Rock.
even
Yes.
with the, I'm trying to remember cartoons that did that, but even cartoons did that before.
Muppet Babies is kind of like
Mm.
Yeah,
a,
yeah, yeah, those
a
things. Yeah.
standard thing. Yeah. But The Simpsons, I think, what about The Simpsons brought them to mind at this time?
Oh, I was just looking at the radioactive man Funko Pop,
Mm.
and that was it. But yeah, I mean, like Simpsons to me was did degrade.
It did. It
Mm.
did. Well, anything that old degrades over time.
No, but it was like, because like from season one to like season six, seven, eight, it was getting better, and then by like season 15, it was just, you know,
By getting better, you mean the animation quality, or
no,
do you
like
mean the?
in general.
Well, I agree that the animation quality improved,
No,
but
no,
I
not
think
just in animation crop. Like everything about it for like the first six seasons was just getting better, right? But like it reached a point where it was a decline. It wasn't like a big decline, but
mhm.
a decline.
Yeah, I think a lot of the writers like
Quit.
went to Futurama, I
Oh, that
guess.
might be a thing. Because like yeah, the episode specifically that I just got bored with was the manatee episode. Did you watch that?
It kind of remember. It kind of reminds me
Yeah, vaguely
of
I remember
yeah.
that.
Do you? It's the same episode where what's the difference between handsome and rugged?
Oh no,
Do
I
you
don't
know the
recall.
answer?
I don't. What's the difference?
I forgot the term they use, but handsome is your wife thinks he, or like it's like, so if there's a handsome guy, your wife falls in love with him.
Mhm.
Rugged is you fall in love with him.
That's kind of progressive for The Simpsons.
I mean, no, it's like a joke that like, because
It
there was
is.
this rugged, the manatee guy, but just like very rugged, like you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but other than that joke, that episode was just like it had nothing going on.
There's a lot of those though in Simpsons,
Yeah, but that was
unfortunately.
the first one where I really felt like what happened.
Oh, okay.
Like
Like the guest star episodes are kind of whack. Especially when they're guest stars playing the actual person. Like instead of
oh,
say,
whack. What do you mean whack? Like good whack,
not good,
bad
not
whack.
bad whack, bad
Okay.
whack. Whereas like they have the actual athletes or like
Mm.
the actual actors and actresses there instead of playing like a character in the world of The Simpsons. Like when you had
Yeah. Oh, the Lady Gaga
Waters.
episode was just
Ah.
weird.
Didn't watch that.
Well, I like Bret Hart's guest appearance there.
But that was the old. But that was the '90s one. That was the good Simpsons.
Mm.
That's true. That's true. Because that was it's kind of like in comparison to Mr. Burns because he is like an out of touch rich person too.
Mm.
But in this case, he's like, yeah,
Or was there a
compared to me.
Mr. Burns comparison? What are you
No,
talking
not
about?
Vince, but Brett, because Brett was buying Mr. Burns' house,
Oh,
and then Brett was like, you know,
I never looked at Bret Hart as a rich, out of touch person. Is the
he
thing.
wasn't rich. He
That's
wasn't
why
a,
it was weird to me.
no.
when
This is
you
a
were-
comparison of a rich person,
yeah,
not
just
necessarily
a
out of
rich
touch,
person. Yeah.
but just showed like, oh, just because you're rich doesn't mean that you'll be like a scrawny little guy.
Yeah.
And then
Mm.
it sort of made Mr. Burns look even more pathetic.
It was the. It's funny because it wasn't even really Michael Jackson,
Ah, yeah.
but the crazy Michael Jackson guy episode that was really good.
Yeah, didn't they say that that was actually Mike? Well, not the
Not the
actor.
voice. The
Not
voice
the
definitely.
singing
no.
was Michael Jackson.
The singing was never confirmed by anyone.
Yes.
But like, I would say it's 50-50 is the fair thing.
Yeah, I think they said that Michael Jackson was there because it was recommended to him by like Elizabeth Taylor.
Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
like, it's 50-50 whether that's real or not.
Yeah,
But there is like a good story and everything.
yeah,
But yeah. Oh, that's 15 minutes?
yeah. It is.
But other than that though, like The Simpsons is the thing I wanted to touch up on The Simpsons, which we didn't get to, is
Yeah.
like what was it about? Which is just regular American family,
Yeah,
regular,
the
quote
nuclear
unquote.
family. Yeah,
Yeah, but and then with just crazy stuff going on,
I think so.
and I think it's the fact that they adjust to what's like they started out in the 90s and the life wasn't like it's their lifestyle in the 90s, and eventually it's like they had iPads and iPhones,
Mhm.
like right now, right?
Yeah,
And then they have VR and stuff like that, and
things change.
yeah, and so it's like the Simpsons is being remade every decade,
Yeah,
but like because they're not also not aging, so it's like or every season even
yeah.
it's like a remake or what's the term
Reimagining or something.
yeah, not reimagining, but
It's like an
yeah,
adaptation
readaptation for the current
current time.
year
Yeah, yeah.
is
That's it.
how it's working, and that's how I look at the Simpsons. Like that's why they're not aging, because this is not like it's kind of like DC's New 52, where it's a reset,
Mhm.
but unless we specifically said something is different now, then everything before the reset still
It still
applies.
applies. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that is how they're
But
telling the
that makes it
story.
even like
More complex.
exactly. That's why The Simpsons, I think,
But it is
works with the
this
complexity.
is essentially how they're telling it, right?
That's
Like
true.
they can rewrite everything, but yeah, but until they say it's rewritten, then it's canon.
Yeah, that's true.
So anyway, yeah, that's the Simpsons. How about you? What are you talking about?
Well, for me, since we're talking about The Simpsons, I'd like to talk about something
Family Guy?
too.
No.
No, not talking about Family Guy. I'm talking about Futurama.
Oh.
So I think Futurama is really good at capturing the zaniness of The Simpsons, but making it technically timeless because
I mean, it's
it's
set
so
in the
far
future.
it's because it's so far in the future that it has no link to anything. Like there are things there that are retro, which is like what the newest things that we're interested in. I think there's even like a crypto episode of
Wait,
Futurama.
how long did Futurama run?
I think around 6 or 7
But
seasons.
they
They stopped for
yeah, they stopped and then
they started again. There's a new run of.
Mm.
I'm not sure
So
if it's
right now it's
finished.
running?
I think so. I think I do know there's like
Because
a
I know
new
it's right
spread
now it's
of.
Disenchanted that's running.
Yeah, Disenchanted is in its like last season, and then
Mm.
Futurama is starting its like new wave of episodes,
Oh
and
wow.
one of them is like a crypto episode. So
Like what happens
there's
what is crypto in the
they
future?
create like a NFT or something. I haven't watched it yet. I'm waiting to have like a good number of episodes to watch. But Futurama was like this when it first came out. Futurama was this big thing of it's like Simpsons, except wait, it's gonna make me cry. That's what happened for at least how I perceived Futurama, especially the first 2 seasons. Futurama had so many hard hitting episodes that are like, oh, it's funny. It's a fossil of a dog. Oh, hilarious. And then oh my goodness, the dog waited for him forever.
Yeah.
And then that's why he's fossilized because he waited for his
I
master.
mean, like, the Simpsons does that.
Yeah, it
But
does.
they make it look funny when they do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that it doesn't hit as hard, even though they could have made it. I think that's a choice though.
Yeah, I think it is a choice. The different creative team that deals with Futurama, they really like the whiplash of that. You're just laughing the entire time, and then all of a sudden, these
Mhm.
things, like the Philip J. Fry thing. Also, I mean, what episode was it? The Luck of the Fryrish. Is
I
it the
don't
name of
know.
it?
I don't know. With series, I never know episode
It's the
names.
name because it's about this 7-leaf clover that Fry had, and that made him really good at basketball. And then when he was frozen, it went to his brother, and then his brother gave it to his son, who he named after Philip. So it became like they thought they were going to desecrate the grave of his brother because his brother Yancy like stole all of his credit, stole his name, and then he realized, oh, it's not Yancy named his kid after me. That's why it's Philip. Actually, if you think about it, a lot of them have moments to shine.
Yeah, I mean, they do. Like Zoidberg has moments as well. But yeah.
Maybe Zoidberg.
Zoidberg.
That's like
Yeah.
it's hilarious that they are able to get all of those from one guy, right? It's a
Mm.
single voice actor. I can't remember his name. But it's like this. The voice actor is the voice of Fry, the voice of the professor. Not Bender though. Bender's voiced by DiMaggio.
Mhm.
The voice of the dog. But Matt, who's your favorite Futurama character?
Probably Bender.
Yeah, why?
He's kind of the most entertaining character there for me.
Yeah, everyone's funny, but Bender is where they specifically rely on for like they specifically rely on him for comedy, if that makes sense. Even though everyone's funny.
There's a lot of comedy reliefs, and usually Leela is the straight woman,
Mm.
so that their craziness bounce off of her.
Oh,
But
is the other one not?
yeah, Amy Wong is hilarious. She's also extremely attractive based on the
Mm.
show, and
Mhm.
she's married to Kif, if I recall correctly.
Oh, the Martian?
The green guy, yes,
guy,
little
yeah.
green guy. The
I
most,
don't know why I assumed
the mo-
Martian, but yeah.
yeah, he's the most
This
most
is Zap's
wanted. Second in command,
second-
yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
I just realized that Futurama that Rick and Morty kind of reminds me of Futurama.
There's a lot of sci-fi weirdness
Yeah,
that
and
started.
it's not this. Yeah, maybe the sci-fi weirdness, but maybe like it's more of the story hooks, I guess.
Mhm.
Because remember like the Amazon woman thing
Mhm.
versus the one where what happened in Rick? There was also like
The plant with the four arms people.
yeah, and then there were the
Ormanorf.
sophisticated
I kind of remember there's like a Garfield from that place, from that planet,
yeah.
that has hands on their head, and then there is a bunch of male creatures that Morty
Yeah,
became
yeah.
the father of,
Yeah, so
and then
that
the female ones, are the
yeah, so
ones
that
there.
kind of reminds me of like that planet could have been in Futurama. Is
Yeah.
what I mean,
Mm.
right? But like it's a totally different dynamic between the characters, but like the settings at least. Well, I guess because they're both outer space, but like you'd not get a planet like that in Star Trek.
Yeah,
Is what I mean, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Professor Farnsworth is a geriatric senile Rick.
to be fair, Rick is probably as old. It's just that he's genetically modified.
I think no, I think Farnsworth is older, because I remember that there's an episode where he was so old that they had to take him and put him into the Matrix. Because when you reach a certain age, you're not supposed to reach that certain age, and then you're gonna be taken away from your house. So it's like, oh, I've been lying about my age. I'm
Oh.
over 100 something
Hmm.
years old.
Oh,
It's-
I guess yeah.
I think
But I
Rick
think
is
Rick
like,
is also like 80 or something.
yeah,
right?
he's kind of think he's like 60 or 70.
I don't know, but either way, he's
Maybe the
like
white hair-
he's like
He's older, yeah.
he's cybernetic,
That's
so
true.
it doesn't really matter.
But if you think about how young is his daughter,
30 plus,
it's like 30.
so he could be 50.
Who knows how early a scientist of his magnitude would
Mhm.
have kids. But how about, like, what's the most memorable joke that you have from Futurama?
Oh, it's the money thing because that became a meme.
That's
so.
the meme. Yeah, that's
yeah.
true. There's also
But
another,
even before it became a meme, that was funny.
yeah,
right?
shut up and take my money.
Because it wasn't like it's not like the Simpsons hiding to a bush thing, which was okay in the series and just became funny as a meme.
Yeah.
The shut up and take my money thing was always funny, and
Yeah.
it was funny, and that's why it became a meme, not the other way around.
Yeah, that's
Like,
true.
Yeah.
It's not my most favorite, but it's related to that, where the episode where Fry finds out the power of compounding interest.
I don't remember.
I don't remember that.
Okay, so it's the episode where he finds out he's trying to find change so that they could, like, I guess, buy something, and then he remembers that he has a couple of cents in his bank account at Big Apple Bank or something. I don't know the real name. Anyway, he's like a bank there. He checks his balance. So he had started
Was it really Big Apple, as in they were referring to Apple, or
no Big Apple, like a New York
New
bank.
York, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like he had a 93 cent balance at the time, and then compounded over 1,000 years. you have $3.6 billion.
Wait, is that right?
Yeah.
How many years?
1,000 years. Because they
Oh,
used to sleep for 1,000 years.
Yeah.
And then it's just Fry going, so you have your balance is 3 point something billion dollars. And Fry just goes, and he just foams at the
Wait,
mouth
but is
and
that even
collapses.
right? Is the math even right? I think it's not.
I think somebody did the math on it and it makes sense. It
Oh,
does.
wow.
Because I think once the moment that you go into 3 digits, it goes crazy. Because it's compounding every year. So it's like 1,000 years. The moment you hit like 500 years, the numbers start becoming crazy.
The thing with that is like it's hard to imagine because remember like there's this thing where if like on a chessboard on the first square you put 1 grain and on the second square you double that.
Oh yeah. For the like how many grains is $1 billion or
Yeah,
something.
and then like on the last square it's like 10 metric tons or something of grain,
Yeah,
which is like what?
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I mean, well, this is like multiplying it by 2, which is different from compounding instruments,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's also that's also like 64 squares, not 1,000 years. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's more of like the reaction that I found really funny. What about you, Matt? What was like the most memorable joke?
I can't really remember a particular joke, but the stuff that stuck with me from Futurama was what you mentioned earlier, the
Mhm.
stuff that pulls at your heartstrings.
Yeah.
So one is Jurassic Park. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
and then-
What was
episode.
Jurassic Park? I don't remember that.
Jurassic Park is the one where the dog, because they're gonna get.
because fossilized.
I can't
dog,
remember
yeah.
what they were trying to get from the dog. Oh, they're gonna clone the dog,
Yeah,
right? They're
they
gonna
wanted
clone
to
the
bring him
dog.
back.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
this is Fry's dog or who?
Yeah, Fry's dog.
Oh,
I can't
they
remember his
wanted
name.
to bring Fry's dog
Yeah.
back to life, and the dog actually waited for him
yeah.
in the cryo tube by the
Uh,
cryo tube.
no,
Or no.
they were going to bring it back, and then when Farnsworth said the age, Fry realized that that dog was already older.
That he had a rich life, and so he said, "Well, he must have forgotten about me." Then you flash back to seeing what happened with the dog, and the dog just waited for Fry until
Outside
old
the
age.
pizza shop.
Outside the pizza shop,
Mm.
until he died of old age.
Wow.
It's so sad.
And then there's
How
also
did he eat?
Pizza.
yeah,
Like leftover pizza.
he was
Yeah,
being fed pizza.
Yeah, he's being fed by the owner of Finucci's Pizza. Yeah.
Why was there a cryo tube?
He fell into the tubes because it was like this futuristic place that tried to save your consciousness if you have like a terminal illness or something.
Oh, so those tubes were actually for that purpose.
Yeah, for that purpose. Yeah.
Mm. But why was he there for 1,000 years and no one saw him, or
Well, the machine said like it went to 1,000 years. So
like by accident.
yeah, and so they just
And of
say
course
that-
it's not, it's you shouldn't try to make too much sense of it, but like at least the logic that
Yeah.
they provided is what I'm curious of.
exactly.
So it just like it closed and then 1,000 something
Yeah,
like that.
and then the aliens arrived, destroyed everything. It built
I
up
saw
a
that. That's in
castle,
the intro.
and then the aliens broke it again.
Mm.
The interesting thing about that, I know we're done, but I just wanted to note one part about that. Fry wakes up in the afternoon, 1,000 years in the future. They actually did the computation as to why when Fry will wake up. If Fry was asleep for 1,000 years,
Mhm.
if he was frozen at midnight on New Year, he would have unfrozen 1,000 years from there, 4 p.m. in the afternoon, New Year's Eve. Technically,
because of the
Yeah.
yeah.
it's just funny that's the reason why when he woke up and was talking to Lila's like, I'm busy for New Year, I have plans and stuff like that, so let's hurry this up. Because even on the very first episode, these nerds that made Futurama did the computation, did the math to make sure that it was accurate to the time that a person who went to cryogenic sleep at midnight what time that person would wake up 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah, so if you also want to live for 1,000 years, or still be around for 1,000 years, there is one way you can do that. You don't need cryogenics. Just need to make content and be in YouTube. And who else can help you with that but our sponsor, Episodify.com. If you need someone to help edit your videos, podcasts, shorts, or whatever other projects, Episodify can help with that. They offer different packages and provide discounts when you buy more hours. So if you're just starting out and would benefit from some professional assistance, or you just want to make your job easier, give them a call. Thanks, episodify.com. Now back to the show with Matt.
So, talking about Futurama and the futuristic stuff, the topic that I thought about was time travel in movies. Like, for example, in the past, like Back to the Future and stuff like that, there were kind of established rules, quote unquote. And then Endgame basically debunked all of that. So, what's your opinion on the state of time travel
I
in
don't
movies?
think anything got debunked
Or-
to begin with, but
When it comes to time travel, my favorite example of time travel in movies is the Dennis Quaid movie and Jim Caviezel film Frequency, where the father.
I watched this, but I don't remember anymore.
Yeah, it's the movie where the father and the son are communicating through the years through this old radio, and it's like
yeah. Oh, so this was I remember this now. This is where Interstellar got their thing,
yeah, exactly.
except with bookshelves. This is just Interstellar with a radio.
No, Interstellar is just
It's just frequency with bookshelves.
Yeah, and because I remember there's like one scene in the movie. It's like the climax of the film. Sorry for I'm spoiling Frequency.
It's just funny how often Dennis Quaid gets mentioned in this podcast. Volcano. Wait, is that Volcano?
Volcano.
Dante Speak, no?
Oh, Dante Speak is Pierce Brosnan.
Wasn't there another Volcano movie with Dennis Quaid?
I think
it is Volcano.
Isn't Dennis Quaid in Twister?
But there is two Volcano movies. One of them is Dante Speak. They both came out in the same year. And I think the other one is Dennis Quaid.
Maybe.
Dante Speak was the superior one, obviously.
Dante Speak had Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, I think the other one.
But
Anyway.
the thing with
yes,
time
Twister.
travel there, the climax of that film was the murderer that escaped 20 years ago that almost killed Jim Caviezel's mom, Dennis Quaid's wife, came back to Jim Caviezel in the future and was gonna kill him. But then all of a sudden, Jim Caviezel's mom shot the guy's hand, and then in the future, his hand shriveled up and like disappeared. Like he's surprised that my hand is gone, and it's been gone for 20 years.
Oh, this is where Looper got their thing.
And that was like a very something that's really really cool because, like you, Matt, my experience with like time travel movies at the time, like the most memorable, of course, was Back to the Future. And although that happened, it wasn't like that fast where it was like changing real time. But yeah, I agree. The Marvel Endgame.
Sorry, Dennis Quaid is Jack Gyllenhaal's father?
Jake
Jake.
Gyllenhaal's father is Dennis Quaid?
Really?
Wait, is it? What?
No. Dennis Quaid's son is Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan have a son, Jack Quaid.
I know that person.
Who plays Huey in The Boys, and he also plays Boimler in.
So it's weird. I think this article is referring to the people they play.
Jake Gyllenhaal is the son of Dennis Quaid in the movie The Day After Tomorrow,
which had a volcano,
which had a frozen something. Or is it 2012? It's one of those two movies.
Day After Tomorrow.
It's Day After Tomorrow, where it's the one where
all
of North America froze, and then all of a sudden,
Emmy Rossum was here.
Oh, that's nice. Amy Rossum is very attractive.
Yes,
especially in Shameless. Yeah,
Phantom. But anyway, yeah.
Yes, that we are all in agreement that she is.
No, it's just I knew her in Phantom.
Yes, that's true. She is in Phantom.
And the second movie I watched that I knew it was her is the second Poseidon. I mean, I say the second because the old one was
the original one.
Is it Michael Caine?
Yes, I think so. Poseidon Adventure.
Michael Caine.
Yes.
Do you
Size
know
of a grapefruit.
You say Michael Caine.
Michael Caine. Yes.
No, you say Michael Caine.
My Michael Caine words is the size of a grapefruit.
Michael Caine.
Size of a grapefruit.
Yes, Master Bros.
Yes. Some people want to see the boat burn.
Michael Caine.
Burn in a grapefruit.
Anyway.
But what was your time travel movie?
No, but just to address the time travel rules, different movies have different time travel rules. And Endgame has that rule. Back to the Future rules are okay, which are, you know,
Where what you do in the past could change the present.
no, what you actually they're the same as endgame rules technically. Whatever you do in the past gives an alternate
Creates
future
a yeah, creates
which
a
you can
timeline.
go back to. So you
Mm.
can still go back to the original future. It actually follow the same rules. It's just that they don't bother explaining it
I actually
in other
preferred the
movies.
second. I but
Wait, what? Which one? Back to the
Back to the
Future?
Future 2 was nice, but I think I enjoyed
Back to the Future 3 is the one
3.
you enjoy as a kid
Yes.
because there are cowboys
Cowboys
Mm.
and trains
and
and
steampunk. Steampunk.
exploding gel log things.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a story. The place where we rent pirated Betamax or VHS tapes from before, their copy of Back to the Future 3 cops out during the train scene.
It just
It
ends.
just ends. And like I tried to rent it again at a certain point, maybe get to finish it, and it just so it took me a while before I was able to watch the end to Back to the Future 3.
I watched Back to the Future 3 in the theater. Like when it first came out. It's very memorable for me because it's like the first movie that I watched more than once.
It's
Like in the
hard
theater.
for me to watch movies back then because our movies were all double feature, and it's
Oh.
always like a Sharon Cuneta movie and foreign movie.
Oh.
Mm.
So if it were Back to the Future 3, which was what year?
Might have
90?
been early 90s.
Because it's the first one is 84, right?
I don't remember exactly, but I think that might be right.
Yeah, something like that. So it would have been that in an 80s Tagalog movie, which would not have been good. And you pay for two movies.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's a problem. So it's like, yeah. So just versus doing that, just rent it and pay 20 pesos back then.
yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's, yeah.
What other time travel rules do you guys remember from
Looper
movies?
rules are, but
Yeah,
Looper is one timeline rule,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
which is kind of Back to the Future, except not really. It's confusing.
They close the loop. Do you count the movie of Nicolas Cage, Time Travel, the one where he can see the future?
I'm trying to remember the title and
It's
of
it's
the
the one where
movie.
he's like
Yeah,
he can, where he
splitting.
can see
Yeah.
things, and then
I
there's
love
like
Nicolas Cage movies.
yeah, there's a part in the movie where he suddenly travels so far in the future. He looks at all of these things, and then
No, he
okay,
just dies, right? Because
he
there's no way.
yeah, there if he goes to fight, he'll die. But if he doesn't like go with the girl, it'll be okay. So he travels. He
Oh,
projects
it's
all the
like
way.
they showed the movie, and then at the end, they had to backtrack super far back. Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
like
I vaguely know.
the point where he like stays with her or something is the point that he needs to do in order to avoid both of them dying or something like that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah,
the
yeah.
exact details
I
because
know I remember specifically the end scene where it's like the warehouse, and then you see a million Nicolas Cages.
yeah, he's just like going through, and then one becomes the real Nicolas Cage. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. First, it was like this thriller thing, then becomes, and this is just a superhero movie. He's just the
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah. What is
Uh,
the title of that?
The Split? No, it's not
No,
Split.
that's James McAvoy.
Oh yeah, that's a different movie. Yes, yeah, but that's also a nice movie. But no time travel though. Wait, there is a hard time travel movie like that. Time Travelers. What's that thing called?
Wife?
Yeah, the Time Traveler's Wife,
I never watched it, but
The drama movie?
the drama movie. Yeah.
But that's just like the whole point of that is you can't. No, this I was thinking about Time Machine.
Ooh.
What's the story
Mm.
of Time Traveler's Wife? Because I know that's not a time travel movie technically.
Yeah, it's about this guy who travels through time.
Oh,
But
he does.
he does travel through time, but he has no control over it, and he just meets this girl. So bad.
Mm.
He meets this girl over and over again as a girl, then later on as a teen, and later on as a woman, and then they fall in love, and then she's just waiting for him
To
to
appear?
to appear, and then until I guess the ending is like finally she's going to be able to be with him because
She's an adult now.
she no yeah but not that but the fact that he it breaks from his constant time jumping by being with her but she's already old at that point. So
Mm.
Oh, butterfly effect.
it's kind of
has
like,
good
oh yeah, butterfly.
time.
Yeah.
That was that's hilarious when he lost his hands.
Not just hands, like limbs, right?
Yeah, all of his limbs. He lost all
Yeah.
of them because it exploded. We cut off all the limbs.
Do you know that there's a butterfly effect
Two,
2, 3, and 4?
and that it's not as
Really?
good as that.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
not even close. But I still watched all of it. So why not?
it's just so weird. Like, what kind of childhood did you have, Kelso? Why it started with you were stealing stuff, then all of a sudden, child pornography? That was like a left turn. Like, wait, why are they filming you? You were just being bullied. What was the thing that what this
I
was
think it
there?
was always there the whole time.
It was there the whole time. It's just like so weird. Like first is like, oh, the dad doesn't like me. Okay, now the dad likes me. Oh, the dad likes me too much. Oh no! And then oh, I'm gonna put a bomb in it. Then I lose all of my limbs. It's just and then oh, I'm not gonna use the butterfly effect to make myself not be born. Wait, what? And that's what happened, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't born.
Was it?
That was the end,
Yeah,
right?
that was the ending. He
The ending thing,
he killed himself in the womb.
Yeah. He's like, okay, I'll travel back to when I was a fetus. And then, nope. And then that's it. Such a strange
I
film.
remember that. I have a DVD of that somewhere.
The butterfly.
Yeah, it's the
effect.
yellow cover with the butterfly.
Terminator has time travel.
But is it good time travel? I think.
They only highlighted time travel in the one. What's the? It's not 1, 2, 3. The one where you
Two?
actually see what's his name, Reese?
Reese. The first one.
No, like as an adult.
Oh. Reese? Kyle Reese?
As an adult.
Yeah, the first movie. Kyle Reese was protecting Sarah Connor from the Terminator. That's his point. That's the reason why Sarah says, "Okay, I think I'll just do you. I'll get pregnant with you."
No, but like I'm thinking of like a future one. Like
Where not Kyle Reese, but
no, I think this is one of the remakes. But anyway, where there's he's Kyle Reese and then blah blah blah. But it's like they rewrote the.
is it Salvation? Is it the one where
Yeah,
they're in the future?
Yeah, it's a weird one.
Oh, okay.
Was this
And
Christian
Kyle Reese
Bale?
maybe.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, this one had more time travel than. Because the
'Cause it's from
Terminator
the
movies had
future.
time travel,
Yeah.
but it's like, okay, Arnie travel back,
Yes,
And that's
appear
it, right?
naked. Yeah,
and then the
that's
other
it.
one is like, what's his name, Scorpion guy. Did
Yeah.
you watch Scorpion?
Scorpion?
Scorpion, the TV series with
Oh, no.
with geniuses, and then they
I
have
keep seeing that. I keep saying that I'm gonna watch that, but I never.
it's okay the first few seasons, then it gradually
Somehow I keep getting the same clip where the autistic kid is playing chess with condiments. That's
something like
always
that.
it,
But
yeah.
but the thing is, they're all geniuses
Yeah.
except for they're like CIA handler or something,
Mhm.
which is the T-2000
Can't remember his name.
The
yet.
liquid
Yes.
metal guy.
Yes.
as an old guy.
You mean Peacemaker's father?
Oh, was he also in Peacemaker?
Yes, he's
yeah.
He is
But Scorpion,
Peacemaker's.
Scorpion was ahead. Came out. Early.
Yeah, he's Peacemaker's racist father.
That is the type of role he would play.
Yeah, is an ex-member of
And
the
he has
Klan
a
and all
love
that.
story in Scorpion with like a super younger.
Oh,
Anyway, I think one of the geniuses in Scorpion is her daughter too, as well.
okay.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it's just funny that the other one with time travel rules is Game of Thrones, which had weird rules. Anyway, so that's our show. Thanks for listening to the Random Pinoy Geek podcast. This has been JR with Elvin and Matt. And remember, it's okay to geek out
As
Long as you know when to stop.